Hey everyone, Shabby Gaming here and welcome back to some more Skyrim. Here we are in the basement of our house and I've been doing a bit of stuff off camera. You saw a couple of episodes ago we built quite a lot of steel daggers and I did enchant as many as I possibly could. And that put our enchanting up to 75, which as you can see at the bottom has leveled us up as well. So we'll spend this enchant... Should we do this now? Actually, let's not. Let's not spend our perk yet. Let's go for some more health. We're not going to spend our perk yet though, because I want to see if I can do this. Because I've also brought a ton more iron off camera by selling those daggers. So as you can see, we can now make 93 iron daggers, which should hopefully be enough to get us up to level 60. Which means we should then be able to get the perk that allows us to improve weapons, magical weapons, anything that's been enchanted. I still can't help but think this is a very expensive way of getting your blacksmithing up. But it's not, it's a cheap way actually, because iron ingots are very, very cheap, but it's just difficult to get all the equipment together. So get the rest of these created, and that does get us up. It's not major, is it? But it's got us up 4 stat points, which is good. Right, so let's now go to skills, and we should now be able to purchase the blacksmithing skill. Our archery's up to 90 now, which is pretty cool as well, isn't it? And our one-handed, maybe we should do our one-handed up a bit at some point as well. I think we should. Where are we? Smithing, 61. What can we get in enchanting now then? We still can't go much further, can we? We can go Insightful Enchanter. Health, Magic and Stamina Enchanters increased. Fire Enchantment to 25% stronger would be good as well. There's a lot of things... There's a lot of points I do want to get a hold of now, but I think I just want to get this smithing one now. You can now improve magical weapons and armor. Boom. So that will allow us to improve... you know what, we'd actually... We did actually need that now, actually, because we've already fixed that problem, haven't we? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done it now. We've done it now. So there's a few enchanting ones I want to get as well. But it's just a case now of trying to level ourselves back up. Of course, we are over encumbered because I now have 90 daggers on me, which I will go upstairs and I'll put back in that cabinet next to the enchanting table so we can enchant them all, because we were getting a hell of a lot of money for it. It is worth doing, but the problem is now I've used up all of our filled soul gems, all the crappy ones. I've kept all the decent ones, and it was good because the daggers are worth only a few gold each, but I was enchanting them all with just health absorb because it was the one at the top of the list, and they were then going for anywhere between 2 to 250 gold with the vendors, so we're making a hell of a lot of money off them. I managed to buy an absolute ton of iron and still end up with like 5,000 gold at the end. I also put the Forsworn armor on this mannequin as well that we picked up last episode as well. So let's put these iron daggers in this wardrobe. And there's already 36 iron daggers in there. So we're going to add another 93 in there. Boom, which should give us a decent amount of sort of a weight left. Now, do we have anything else on us that we probably shouldn't have on us? What I mean is, can we go back out in the world? We've got dragon's bones and that on us. Right, let's get rid of the dragon bones and that. So we need to go back downstairs. Where do we get dragon bones from? I don't know. I know obviously from killing a dragon, but I thought we'd emptied our inventory after we killed the last dragon. Must have missed them. And I really want to get round and get to dragon bone armor, because we can really then just make some really cool armor, and we can see, this is what I was saying. I had all that gold, and there's 10,000 gold. I must have made that 8,000 gold just from selling those daggers, and now we have all of these empty soul gems that we need to fill up while we're out and about in the world as well. So we'll have to try and do that. Let's get rid of these 133 leather strips, and I've got 3 steel ingots on me as well. And there we go. I think we're pretty good weight wise now. I think we're empty of everything that we need to be empty of, and we can go back out in the world now. We've done a couple more bits on leveling our stats up, so now I think it's time that we do some more adventuring. Now, do we want to go and do a quest or two? What's in our quest log? What do we got? So we can do the main storyline. We were going to do this one, weren't we? Return to your roots. Collect Crimson Nern root in Black Reef. Let's go and do that. I don't know why we were going to do that one, but it just seemed like something to do, didn't it? So let's go and do that one. Anything over here? Ah, we've got bandits. Bandits at 2 o'clock. Why am I... Have I not got any arrows equipped? I can't seem to draw my weapon for some reason. No, I have no arrows equipped. There you go.
It'll be so much easier to...
You know what? I wouldn't mind just like going with my sword and just so I can get some souls out of this. Resisted soul trap. That's Lydia. So I think we did get a soul. I think. So one thing I have done as well is I've given Ayla an ebony arrow, just the one, because I believe they can use infinite amount of ebony arrows. So the idea behind that is that hopefully as time goes on I'll be able to pick... I didn't want that shield. Yeah, I'll be able to pick ebony arrows off of people like so. Now let's give you your shield back because I don't want your shield. You can keep your crappy iron shield. I've got an ebony one. Right, so where do we need to go for this mission then? We need to go to... Show a map. I can't show that on map apparently, that mission. Why can't I show that mission on the map? Yeah. Okay. Let's not do that one now then. And what do we have to do? Darkness Returns. A Shrine of Talos. Okay, the Forsworn Conspiracy. Bedlam Job, Lights Out. The Stones of Berenzia. Investigate the Gulder legend. Yeah. Okay, there's not a lot. There is stuff that we can do, isn't there? Oh, one thing that we could do is start the Dark Brotherhood missions. Or should we... Well, let's actually go back to the... let's go back to the college, because we had one more thing to finish off at the college, and the college was done, and we can stop worrying about that then. And then when we get our lockpicking skill up to 100, then we can return the... We probably could return it now, to be honest with you. I've got like 140 lockpicks saved up, but it just makes our life so much easier having that skeleton key. That until we hit level 100, it's might worth just keeping hold of it. But let's get up here. Let's see if we can find Enfear and see if he wants to give us his last part of the mission yet.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest.
There are few places where one can blow.
Can you train me in enchanting?
Learned all I could. You've already learned all I could teach you.
Okay.
Till next time.
So he can't go any higher than 100. He can't go any higher than 75 for us. So, in fairness, it was going up very quickly. When I was enchanting those daggers, it really was going up quick, and I must have gone up about 10-15 stat points while I was doing it. So it wasn't bad at all. So if we can get some of these soul gems filled up again,
it's a fine day with you around.
We should be able to knock them out really. Izargo, we don't want. I'm sure he was upstairs in here though, wasn't he? I'm sure that's where he sleeps, but I think it takes a few days after finishing the last mission before he returns with the next. And it has been a few days. Was it you? No. It wasn't Enfear, was it? It wasn't Naira. No, he's still not here, is he? Where has he seemed to... It just seems to have disappeared into thin air. We need to Google it. I want to Google it. What's his name? I've got the quest list in front of me here somewhere. I did have it, and I think I've lost it. There we go. College of Winterhold. There, it's right in front of me. It is Arniel's Endeavour. Arniel's Endeavour. There we go. See if I can find where he is. Doodaloo. After leaving the college for a few days, after dropping off the modified soul gem, conversing with Arniel again will reveal once help. It doesn't say he should disappear though, does it? So he must be around somewhere. Maybe I just have not bumped into him as yet.
I still can't believe it. You, the Archmage, never would have...
I can't believe it either, to be honest with you. Could he be over in the main building then? Does it say where you can find him then? Where can you find him? Just in the location he's in here. He's in the College of Winterhold, so he could be anywhere really. I thought it was like a magic gate would open for us, but evidently not. So the only place else he could be is up in the Arcanium, really. He just seems to have disappeared. Does he disappear? We have left the college for a few days. It's been a good few days. We've slept a few times. So I would imagine it would have been enough time for us to open up the next part of the mission.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I won't, my dear. So he's not here either. I have no idea where this guy is then. I really have no idea. I don't know where he would have disappeared to. Obviously the first time we found him in here. Apparently he can go missing. I'm hoping it's just a period of time between these two missions. Tough deer.
I still can't believe it. You, the Archmage,
Onmund.
never would have guessed it.
Rayla, okay.
I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Down to business, eh?
No, he's still not there. There we go. You have to find him in the Hall of Continents. Relocated to the storage room in the second
I'm
hall
always on the lookout for all sorts of goods.
Right, now where's the Hall of Continents?
Find, and I'll see what I can do.
That's why I can't find him. Then he's moved somewhere. I'm assuming it's going to be up here somewhere. And there's a trapdoor. Up here somewhere then, is it? You can't, there's nowhere in here, is there? Archmage quarters. And the Arcanium. So how do we get up to the level above here? Is there a level above here? Or maybe there's another door that I've not come into yet. That must be what it is. Right, let's whiz around here, see if there's any more stairs. Any more, not stairs, doors. There is a door here. Right. The Hall of Cons. There we go. Right. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. So this is not... This is where... Are we getting somewhere?
We have survived difficult times.
Yes, this is a different set of bedrooms now.
We owe you that, Archmage. Thank you.
This is the bedrooms for the main mages. Not in there. Aha!
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. No, and at this rate, I never shall. Enther is once again holding out on me. He refuses to deliver yet another item absolutely essential to my work. I am close, so close. You must force him to see reason. I don't know. I've already agreed to pay him quite handsomely for the, well, the item in question. Just do whatever it takes to get him to stop lording this over me. Until next time.
Okay. So now we've found him. We can now try and find the stairs. Okay, that's right. We walked way around the entire room and it was exactly in the room next to where we were. Okay, it's annoying, isn't it? So this would be the last of the side quests for the college, and this would be the last of the missions for the college. That'll be that done then, and then we can start doing the Dark Brotherhood. We probably could start doing the Dark Brotherhood straight, or should we finish off the Thieves Guild? The Thieves Guild has got a lot of work to do. I think I might end up doing a lot of the Thieves Guild stuff off camera as well, because to get the Thieves Guild back up to a level, you have to continue to do missions for them, and it gets the money back in the guild and improves the guild itself. But you need to do a lot of missions, like 50 or 60.
So
I'm not sure if you guys will want to watch me do the same missions over and over again.
This time. Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of a deal we can make.
I forgot he's a he is a whatchamacallit, isn't he? So I can sell him stolen goods. I want to do this.
Oh, by the divines, you too? I've already told him I don't have it. Nothing at all. Arniel already overpaid for whatever it is. You're not listening to me. I don't have it. I set up the whole deal. A courier was supposed to be bringing it from Morrowind. He never arrived. Okay? The deal was already done. The thing just never showed up. I can't help that. I don't know. He never told me. He made most of the arrangements himself. He just needed it transported from Morrowind. That's what I agreed to help with. If I'd known it was so important to him, I'd have charged him more. I don't know. Are you not listening at all? It was a simple task, so I didn't keep close tabs on it, like I do with the dangerous stuff. Last I heard, he intended to pass through Eastmarch on his way here. If you're getting involved in this, that would be where you'd start looking. Why is this suddenly so important, anyway?
Right, there we go. Now we know where the courier
Give
last
my regards
was.
to Carlia, if you see her.
Naira.
I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time.
I have indeed. And the answer
May I
is
just say
nobody.
It's a pleasure to have you leading the college. Really.
Sweet. Right, so where do we need to go then? If we're going here. Oh, we're not far away, are we? You can go from Gallows Rock and walk across. That's easy enough. So it looks like we probably end up in some sort of cave again, as normal. Can't be a good cave, can you, really? There's some weird stuff on YouTube, isn't there? There really is. I was just closing that page that we were looking at where Aniel was, and it popped up, and the video I was watching earlier, and there's just a video linked to it. Not linked in the suggested videos. It's just got nothing to do with it. I've been watching people play this PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and that was the video it was on. And the video linked to it was sleeping outside in a one-man hammock during a thunderstorm. I was like, how's that linked to the video whatsoever? I'm not going to watch that. Why do I think that I should have gone... Yes. Looks like I probably should be down. Is it down there or is it further over there though? It looks like it is over here. So what is... Ah! Marazai Den. Well, let's get another soul. We need some souls. Tell you what, I might just farm all these buggers for souls now, because I just want the souls for doing more enchanting. Come here, you little bastard. That's another soul. Yeah, we just need the souls for doing more enchanting. I don't think we're getting a huge amount of souls from this, only little cheapy ones, but it does the trick. Does the trick, right. So let's enter this den, I suppose. Quite sure what's going to be down here, to be honest with you, but... I'm going to assume some sort of thieves' den by the looks of it. Right, so it's locked. I can only assume that's a bad person. Yes, it was a vampire. Another vampire down. Tell me that was it, just 2 vampires. Oh, nice. There's some good stuff on that table. It's amazing the expensive stuff you can find just laying around on tables and that. That's what I love about this game, just finding stuff like that. Smuggler, 2 gold. That's it, that's all the smuggler had in him. Did you check deep inside his crevice in case there was anything good's been smuggled? A mace, glass, lightning. A glass mace of lightning. Read immortal blood. There's 1 gold in that ash pile. Amethyst, gold, vampire dust, and one of my ebony arrows. There's a chest as well. What's in the chest? Ooh, Evocation of Azura, an emerald, scroll of guardian circle, glass gauntlets, and expert roads of conjuration. He looks dead, unfortunately. Not what we were hoping for, but there you go. We can lockpick. So you have to be a certain level lockpick in this game. You can't get away with not being. So, oh, he's actually dead. The Keening. That's an interesting looking weapon, isn't it? Absorb 10 points of magicka, absorb 10 points of health, and absorb 10 points of stamina. Okay. Anything else we can lockpick? The Book of Daedra. what's that then? Block 10% more your shield. That's interesting. We'll take that. Nothing else I can unlock, is there? This is actually a pretty easy mission, really, considering some of the other ones we've had to do for Arniel. This was actually a pretty easy mission, but that's maybe because we have done the hard ones already. So we'll whiz back, give this to... I suppose we've got to give it to Arniel, haven't we? Not Enfia. And then that should, I believe, finish off his quest line and should finish off the College of Winterhold completely. Map. Take me home, fast travel to the place. Although there are still master skill quests that we can do, but I don't honestly know if they're going to be for us, to be honest with you, because we're not really magically based, so it's going to be difficult for us to get enough high level magical skill to... Because as you can tell by the fact that our archery is now 90, that's the sort of skill tree that we have gone down more than anything. So I don't know whether we're really going to be able to get our conjuration and everything up. It'd be interesting. I would have liked to have played a mage maybe in this. I just struggled to... I think I couldn't do enough damage really with mages. The reason I like this so much is because being an archer the way we are, you can just get a sneaky 3 times damage on. I suppose if you do go up the perk trees or other things, you get a lot of skill as well, don't you?
Perhaps we can go another few The dagger? Duh! By Akatosh, they didn't even wrap it correctly. You didn't touch it, did you? Well, no. Of course you must have. Did you attempt to wield it? And you're not dead? Gods, it's a wonder it's in one piece. I do indeed. Keening, one of the great tools of Kagranak himself, is finally in my possession. I don't think I really believed this day would come. This is not just a dagger. This is a dwarven artifact beyond nearly all value. A singular instrument of immense power. A tool of impossible import. Keening and its counterpart Sunder, used by the tonal architects of the Dwemer to tap into the heart of Lorcan. Now we see whether my theories are correct. I apologize if I have not been clear about my work. I didn't want to discuss it for fear this moment might never come. Everyone knows the dwarves disappeared. No one knows why. This little experiment is a first step in recreating the events of their disappearance in an effort to unravel that mystery. Lacking the heart of a dead god, I'm substituting the crystal you helped craft in its place. I also lack Sunder, the counterpart to the dagger Keening. I am reasonably confident, however, that this will still work. I certainly don't expect it to have quite the same results. I'm no tonal architect, of course. Well, I suppose it's time, isn't it? Let's see what happens. You may want to stand back a step or two.
He's going to blow himself up, isn't he?
Please, don't leave. You've been instrumental in this process. I'd like you to see the results firsthand.
He's going to blow himself up, isn't he?
That didn't really do anything, did it? Perhaps a little harder.
What is he
I
doing?
don't understand. This should produce some notable effect. Work, damn you!
Whoa. He's gone. What? Where? You're just gone. Ah. And he dropped the dagger. I wonder. I don't know if this is going to do anything, but... Should we? Should we do this? That's not doing anything, is it? Alright, it's finished off that mission at least. So that is now done. We're now completed all the missions that we can do or really want to do in the college. So all of the main storyline, all of the side quests. Say there are still the master skill quests, which we probably won't get a chance to do because we're not going to master any magical skills. There's repeatable quests, which I might end up doing, but it looks a bit boring, to be honest with you. They're just back and forth. And there's membership quests, which we've done anyway, those. So yeah, that is the College of Winterhold done. Next time, let's have a look. What lockpick are we? What level lockpick are we? Probably going the slower way around it, aren't I? We're 65 and we're nearly up to 66. Should we just... We might as well keep a hold of the skeleton key for now then, mightn't we? What does wax key do? Automatically gives you a copy of the picked lock's key if it has one, which is a bit pointless because once you pick the lock there's no point, is there? Adept locks are easier to pick. Golden touch, find more gold in chests. 50% chance of finding greater special treasure. Okay. Expert locks are easier to pick. Pick starts close to the lock opening position. That's better. Lock picks never break. That's what we want. Okay, we need to be level 100 for that. And master locks are easier to pick. Okay, so we can... okay. Okay, well that is the end of this episode then. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. And of course, we'll see you very, very soon for some more Skyrim, when we'll be looking at doing something a little bit different maybe. Starting the Dark Brotherhood missions. Bye.
I'm ashamed, the ones who do.